Hello folks and welcome to Friday. And before I get into this actual video itself, over the next few weeks I'm going to get up close and personal to physical music formats over a series of videos that will focus mainly on vinyl and CD. I actually started, well, part one I suppose, of this up close and personal series began last Sunday when I published my review of the tray to tray, and thank you for the pronunciation help here folks. A couple of viewers came to my rescue on that score. Tray to tray portable CD player, link above. Today, well, no review, but I'm going to go slightly metaphysical on this subject. For today I offer you a change to your regular viewing, because on this Friday's video I want to talk about storing your physical music formats. Now, I'm going to be talking about vinyl in this particular video, but what I have to say applies to CD and even tape. This is part one of a two-part series. Part two will follow next week. Now, organizing vinyl is part of the culture of the dedicated music fan. Of course, as I say, the practice is not reserved to vinyl. CD and tape collectors have their own issues. Even digital fans organize on a micro level, you might say. I do wonder, though, if I might have gone too far. You see, I have this horrible feeling that I'm weird. But we've been saying this for years, I hear you cry. Well, yep, just push that to one side for now. Besides that, I've been pondering, and the conclusions I've arrived at, well, they're not pretty. You see, it's all to do with my vinyl collection. Actually, most things in life can be rooted in one's vinyl collection. So maybe that pronouncement is not particularly startling in itself. It's not just the fact that I have several thousands of the things. It's not what they are, it's how they are. So actually, before I get to that point, I'm worried, weird and worried. For this first part, I want to give you a bit of background to my realization. In the next and final part, we'll get to the meat of the matter. So first let me talk about the worried thing, because that will make the weird bit easier to digest and understand. Now, I have a confession to make here on YouTube. I have a relationship over and above the one I enjoy with my lady wife. Both, I hasten to add, are above board and legal. But that other relationship, well, that one is Swedish. Steady now. I, like many other fans out there, I have an intimate relationship and knowledge of Kallax, the popular storage unit sold by the retail giant IKEA, which happens to be perfectly designed to hold a host of vinyl albums, as you can see here. Kallax can be bought in various sizes too, which means that you can insert this storage unit against walls, but also in numerous nooks and crannies. What exactly is a cranny? Do you know? No, I don't know. In fact, Kallax is my nemesis. Sherlock Holmes had Moriarty, I have Kallax. In my time, TM, I have built so many Kallax, I not only do not need instructions anymore, oh no, I actually have an improved, faster method, a faster system of building the things, one that improves over the Kallax instructions. I've even been known to dream of the things. That's how many Kallax I have. But now it's actually gone past that. I've built so many of these things, I have begun to loathe them. Harsh, yes, I understand that point of view, and I don't fall lightly upon this particular verb, but I am left with no other conclusion. As Sherlock himself once said, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Familiarity, you might say, has bred contempt. Constant Kallax building has triggered annoyance, the need for more storage, the fact that I thought I was done with Kallax, that no, I needed to buy more, and, would you believe, more Kallax. And this has finally turned my emotions towards a dark place. Such is my unreasonable view on Kallax. Now, in my house, Kallax not only holds vinyl, it also holds books in my front room and ephemera in my office. I'll tell you this, if I added up the unread, and I'm just saying unread books, let's ignore the read books for now, hey, I'm sure the number would hit a lot. So I have a book problem second only to my vinyl concerns, as you can see. I did try a Kindle, but I filled that up pretty quickly. So I'm back to the paper-based tomes now. Now I have a Kindle issue to accompany my book problem that sits alongside my vinyl concerns. But let's restrict my growing neurosis to vinyl for a moment. What truly scares me about all of this Kallax is that they are almost full. Does this sound familiar to you? What I'm saying here is I have no more wall space to add any more Kallax. Now look, I am 58 years of age. I can hear calls of, oh, I thought he was older. And I don't intend dying for a little while yet, thank you very much. So, if I was sensible, and who's laughing at the back there, I would say to myself that I should stop buying vinyl right now. Stop, because I have next to no storage space left. Hence, I am done. There's no more room at the inn. No more purchases. That's my final decision. And then there's a little voice, smug it is, that I can only just hear. It's an echo in the wind, and it says this: who are you kidding? And this voice, well, it speaks of truths. My wife, my poor wife, she tells me, she says, it will take you the rest of your life and more to listen to all of these records. Why, she says, reasonably, why even consider buying more? And as for all of those books, well, I promised not to talk about those, didn't I? And she's right, of course. She's absolutely correct. Did I also mention the thousands of CDs I own? I didn't, did I? And the hundreds of cassette tapes and the terabytes on my 15 hard disks? I have a digital storage quandary that contrasts with a CD difficulty that nestles close to a tape cassette pickle that is friendly with my Kindle issues that accompany my book problems that sit alongside my vinyl concerns. The thing is, though, and I know this for a fact, and this is a serious point that I must make here and now, and I say it with an element of concern and urgency in my voice. The thing is, I know of at least, 25 albums out there sitting on someone else's retail shelf right now that I must own. I have to have them. Really, it's incredibly important that I own all of them. And by the power of Grayskull, it's a task I must fulfill, possibly when my wife is not looking. And that's the end of part 1. We will get into the weirdness fully next week in part 2. Now, before you go to have a stiff drink after that lot, and I don't blame you, take a moment, if you would, just to click the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already done so. That would be rather nice of you and would help this channel. Also, I have Facebook links, Facebook group links, and you're welcome to join anytime you like. Plus my website, and there's all kinds of stuff over there you will not find over here. And my Patreon page, and if you can support me on Patreon, that would be rather nifty, because Patreon supports this channel, keeps it going, and there's lots of exclusive stuff over there. And all of the videos you see on this channel, you can see on Patreon days before they appear here. So you get an early viewing, an early exclusive look, you might say. Right, my voice is going. Sorry for the noise. So I will see you on Sunday, and something a bit different for you. Yeah, I won't tell you anymore. Should I? No, I won't. So join me on Sunday, and I hope to have your company then. Until that time, folks, bye-bye for now.